Hello there, the time now is 5 p.m. and you're now watching TVS English News with me, Douglas Elliott. Let's begin with our top story. The search for the sole victim in the MUKAH boat incident enters its second day today. Led by the Malaysian Maritime Enforcement Agency MMEA, the search members comb an area of 285.16 nautical miles, with a total search area expanded to 794.18 nautical miles so far. However, no new leads have been found. On Thursday, 10 out of the 11 victims have been found, with 2 of the victims dead. Assets deployed include air support by the Royal Malaysia Air Force. In another tragic incident, a man who was reported missing on Tuesday while trying to save his boat in Warapayang River in Bintangor was found drowned by search and rescue team. The body of 43-year-old Aziz Yusup was discovered at 5:30 p.m. on Thursday, 200 meters from the location he was last seen. Upon the discovery, the body was fished out from the water and brought to the control post for identification by the family members, before being handed over to the police for further action. Earlier, the man was reported to have jumped into the river to save his drifting boat. However, his attempt was futile when he was reported to have been swept by the swift current. The High Court today acquitted and discharged former Deputy Prime Minister Dato Sri Dr. Ahmad Zahid Hamidi on 40 graft charges in the Foreign Visa System or VLN case. Judge Dato Muhammad Yazid Mustafa acquitted the UMNO president after finding that the prosecution had failed to establish a prima facie at the end of the prosecution case. Zahid Hamidi, who is also Barisan National Chairman, was charged with 33 counts of receiving bribes amounting to 13.56 million Singapore dollars, or the equivalent of 43.69 million ringgit, from Ultra Kirana Sundaran Berhad when he was the Home Minister. Allegedly to extend the contract of the company as the operator of the one-stop center service in China and the VLN system, as well as to maintain its contract agreement with the Home Ministry for the supply of the VLN integrated system. He was charged with committing the offences at Sri Satria Precinct 16, Putrajaya, and Country Heights, Kajang between October 2014 and March 2018. However, he pleaded not guilty. However, when met at a press conference after his court session, the Bagan Dato MP said he was grateful for the acquittal, adding that he was confident that the judge presiding over his case had scrutinized all legal aspects before making a decision from day one. He also said his acquittal proves that he had never committed any of the allegations mentioned in his graft charges in the VLN case. Now, a street in Guro City, South Korea has been renamed after Kuching South City Council. Commemorating 10 years of friendship between Guro City and Kuching South City Council MBKS, the street is now known as Kuching South Road. Present to witness the unveiling ceremony on Thursday were Deputy Premier Dato Sri Dr. Sim Kui Hyun and MBKS Mayor Dato Wee Hong Sang. Dr. Sim said the naming strives to strengthen the partnership between Guro City and Kuching South as friendship cities. According to Wee, Guro City and MBKS became a friendship city in 2012. And following the effort, Guro City agreed to name a road after Kuching South to mark the 10th anniversary of friendship cities. He said for the past 10 years, MBKS and Guro City have not only built social, cultural, and economic links, but the friendship also contributed direct benefits locally, regionally, and nationally through trade and tourism. Now, it is with great hope that the federal government can consider more allocation of budget to Sarawak for the tabling of Budget 2023, scheduled to be in October. Deputy Premier of Sarawak, Dato' Amar Awang Tengah Ali Hassan, said that this is to allow project upgrades involving infrastructures and logistics to be intensified, especially in inland areas.
This allocation will also be used to improve the education and medical sectors in Sarawak. This also includes additional financing for projects like buildings of roads and bridges, improving water and electricity supply, and telecommunications, which will propel the state's economic growth.
Dan kita mahu peruntukan diberi untuk kita melaksanakan lebih banyak lagi program-program berbentuk ekonomi. Program-program untuk meningkatkan lagi kesejahteraan hidup masyarakat. Dalam usaha kita untuk meningkatkan pendapatan masyarakat dan menghapuskan kemiskinan.
Meanwhile, Awang Tengah also urges the implementation mechanism of these projects to be refined.
Kalau tidak, peruntukan ada, tapi ianya tidak dibelanja. Planning stage lah macam-macam. And then tahun selanjutnya, projek yang sama juga diberi peruntukan, diumumkan.
This is to ensure that the budgets used for any projects that have been approved for implementation will be distributed and utilized prudently.
Famousnya nombor 2. Tapi dirimpu pada nombor 1. Even se-famous ni, tapi andang lupa diri. Mak tu hari, lebih hari mereka dia tahu tanya di barang les, nyak semua tari support dia ke Baluadin. Dan doa-doa hari family Ramles. Hey kumang, dua ngasuh aku nyau tergepang. Dua ngasuh aku. Tapi niatku sebenarnya aku just bring something new lah ke our industry. Kita boleh terbaik jauh ke lah hari tu. Hey kumang. Hai, aku nama Suwata. Anda ingat mentakku program pemerintah Borneo buat TVS saluran 122 Astro no My Free. Pandai dari hati kami ke bujang terubah.
Welcome back. Now in sports development, Sarawak contingent moves up to 5th placing on the second last day of the SUKMA Kuala Lumpur. The contingent won 5 medals as of 4 p.m. press time, consisting of 1 silver and 4 bronze. Another medal, either gold or silver, is pending the result for men's 3-on-3 basketball finals competition, expected to be held later this evening. The men's 3-on-3 teams consist of Jeong In-kun, Ji Jun-kang, Tan Wei-kun, and Jong-tang Jun-kai. Securing a spot in the final, Sarawak team will either meet Negeri Sembilan or Selangor for the hope for gold, which would elevate Sarawak's position in the rankings. Pencak Silat's team contributed 4 bronze medals in the respective categories, while tennis team has brought home 1 gold and 1 silver in the men's doubles and mixed doubles respectively. The results have led Sarawak to 5th place with medals tallied to 26 golds, 38 silvers and 45 bronze, to which the total is now 109 medals won. The pandemic COVID-19 has ravaged the world for 3 years. Though the fight against the pandemic is yet to be over, the World Health Organization WHO reminded and urged the world governments for coordinated actions and political commitment in order to save lives. Tedros reiterated the words again at a press conference briefing on Thursday. He pointed out that the pandemic still caused a death toll of approximately 10,000 per week, which can be prevented. While large vaccination gaps still exist, especially for those in low and middle-income countries. ACT Accelerator Facilitation Council, co-founded by WHO and its partners, recommend that proper access to COVID-19 countermeasures and preparation is critical for countries to manage the virus as part of a long-term strategy. A team of Japanese researchers has developed a peculiar first responder in the form of cyborg Madagascar hissing cockroaches. Mounted with a solar battery backpack and controlled by remote controls, the cyborg cockroaches would be the first responders to locate survivors trapped in rubble if an earthquake occurs. Kenjiro Fukuda and his team at the Thin Film Device Laboratory at Japanese research giant Riken developed a flexible solar cell film 4 microns thick, thinner than the width of a human hair, that can fit on the insect's abdomen.
メインで考えている想定される使用場所は災害現場での人命探索です。特に地震などでビルが倒壊して瓦礫に人が埋もれている、そのような環境の時に狭い隙間の中に入り込めるようなものを実現する、こういったものが有望なアプリケーションであると考えて我々は研究を進めております。
The film allows the roach to move freely, while the solar cell generates enough power to process and send directional signals into sensory organs on the bug's hindquarters. The work builds upon previous insect control experiments at Nanyang Technological University in Singapore and could one day result in cyborg insects that can enter hazardous areas much more efficiently than robots. Fukuda and his team chose Madagascar hissing cockroaches for the experiments because they are big enough to carry the equipment and don't have wings that could get in the way. The research still has a long way to go, and in a recent demonstration, Riken researchers Yujiro Kake used a specialized computer and wireless Bluetooth signal to tell the cyborg roach to turn left, causing it to scramble in that general direction. The next challenge is miniaturizing the components so that the insects can move more easily and to allow for mounting of sensors and even cameras. Beyond disaster scene rescue bugs, Fukuda sees broad applications for the solar cell film. The film could be built into clothing or skin patches for use in monitoring of vital signs. See the world closer with TVS as we bring you the latest news update, both locally and internationally, just a click away by heading onto our official website at tvstv.my or follow us on our social media. And that's all the quarter-hour update on News at 5. Join Cheryl Shiminato from Nightlight tonight. I'm ZAHID. Thank you for watching.